Hi Math 105 students. This video is to show you how to create a survey in case you're interested in making one for your project. So I would begin with typing forms.google.com. That'll take you to the Google Forms site. The other way to get there is to click the 9 dots in Google Drive and then scroll down until you find the purple Forms icon. So in here, I can click to start a new blank form, and I know the word form is a little weird, but it's really just a survey or a quiz. So if I click plus there, then I could create a title for the form, and that way the people that open the link will see your name, which may help it seem a little bit more reassuring to them. And then you can type in questions and then say what kind of a question it is. So here the default is multiple choice. So if we try to think of a good question, do you love learning from home? It actually makes a suggestion based on your question. So you could say yes, no, maybe. And then you also could select, you could add another option. Indifferent could be another option. Or you could say, no, you know what, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to X this out and then click add other. So then other would be the other option. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with this question, and maybe a yes no question isn't the greatest choice. So let's try to come up with a better question. How many hours per week do you spend on school? So it's funny, after I type this question, it already knows that this should be a short answer. And so anybody who takes the quiz will just type their answer free form. Now the problem here is that people sometimes give wacky responses. So sometimes I add instructions like type a number. And that's that question, so that's all ready to go. And so I can scroll down and then just click plus to add another question. So my third question here, this is going to be, which of these is your greatest challenge with remote learning? Question mark. Getting my school work done on time, getting enough exercise, feeling socially isolated, not having a good place to study. So try to give your survey people some good options, and you could let them choose something else. And then one of these allows them to type in extra stuff. So if I'm not sure how this is going to come out, I can go and click on this little eyeball, and that allows me to see what the survey will look like. So do you love learning from home? Yes, no, maybe, and other. So someone can come in here and type their own answer, and that's also an option. And if you didn't intend for it to be that way, then I'm going to go and click back in the original tab. And so what I should have done, let's see if I can change this question. I can just X out this option. And now when I go click the eyeball, I only have the options of yes, no, and maybe. And then I have the short answer question And again, here's one where the person taking the survey could type in a different answer. If you want to allow that, then that's fine. If you want to go back to the survey and change it so that it is checkboxes, then so checkboxes allow the person taking the survey to check more than one answer. So this would be, okay, I'm going to click the eyeball to preview it now, and this would allow me to select multiple options, which in this case might not really make sense. So for a question like this, I probably want the multiple choice. But down here, checking more than one option might make sense. I might have challenges with a lot of these. So think about what you want, and then just remember that if you do the checkbox style, then pie chart would not be a good way to present the data, and that's what we were talking about in class today. So once you've sent the survey, let's talk about how to send the survey out to people. Then, so going back here, send. So send allows you to send the survey via email. Now you would have to type in email addresses here. I don't generally do this. I generally get a link. So then I can click that and then click copy the link. And then you could post that link in Facebook, or you could put the link into an email and send it out to some friends of yours if you wanted to just send it to a few friends. So that's how you send it. And then once you have responses, this is where you would click to view the responses. So right now I am accepting responses, and at some point you can turn this off, but you would want to leave it on for now. And then this is where you would click Create Spreadsheet. And this again is not going to have any responses in it, but I can show you a different survey that does have responses. So here's a survey that I sent out to some of you, or some of you took this survey. And as you can see, there are 25 responses to that survey. So if I go here and click on that, I can see, this is a little weird. Why does it say points? Because it wasn't a graded assignment, so I'm just ignoring that. How many people do you share a house with? This is a pie chart for that data. I am not a fan of it being a pie chart, but it is what it is. Relationship status, it also made a pie chart. And pets, it made a bar graph, which is fine. The only issue I have is that it separated out NA and no pets, which I lumped together into one category. And yeah, so it shows you all the responses. Some of the graphs are good and some of them are not so good. But then if you click on View Response in Sheets, then you get a spreadsheet. So again, you get that by clicking this little green icon. And then here's the spreadsheet, and it has a timestamp and then the answers to the questions. And it looks like I hid one of these, so I could tell it to reopen that missing column. Unhide. Oh, the score. I guess I didn't need the score, so I hid that column. Yeah, so this is all the responses. This is the raw data from the survey. And here I have 25 responses, so it's quite lengthy, and maybe some of you will have that much as well. And then you can do whatever you want to do, whether it's create a graph or find mean, median, and mode, or the standard deviation of a numerical variable. It's all available to you. So I hope this helps.